TGIF, everybody, and this Godlike Friday. Man, it's great to be here. It's been a pretty hard work week, I gotta say. I was talking with Brian backstage. It's been rough this week, but I did want to go and talk about the community, all the new things that are happening right now. There's a lot of news that I want to just kind of talk about, go over with the panel, but also the chat as well. If you have questions, make sure you post them, and let's get into it. There's a lot to go over this evening. It's great to see everybody here. Shredder Noah's Ark. Noah, how are you? Great to see you.
Doing good, man. Yeah, I also had a pretty tough week. Felt like I was all over the place. So it's great to just kind of call it, and ready to have a good weekend. So yeah, it's great to see you guys, and yeah, man, excited to talk about the topics tonight. So
Absolutely, man. Great to see you. And man, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around you're going to be a dad pretty soon. So that's pretty cool, actually.
yeah, man, pretty crazy. Yeah, a few more months here.
Man, you're going to be the coolest dad ever. Come on, man. I'm excited for that. That's great. That's great. Brian, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. How are you?
I'm good. Great to see you guys. Yeah, man. Jimmy and I were talking. This week was basically my meeting started Monday morning, and they didn't finish till just a few hours ago. So, I admit I'm a little talked out, which is not the thing you want to hear when we're doing a live stream. But so if I'm fumbling over my words, it's just because I'm exhausted and we've been talking a lot. But yeah, man, house problems too, leaks in the house we're dealing with. So it's just been crazy. I'm underslept because we have fans running in the house to dry shit. And sorry, I won't cuss. But yeah, drying stuff and getting stuff fixed. And man, yeah, it's been a difficult week, man. I'm looking forward to this tonight and looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I know you got a little bit of a short weekend, but let's enjoy the time that we do have all together and just talk about the community and share all that's new. Mr. Kiefer, good evening, sir. How are you? They made an award out of you. I don't know how that happened, but somebody, I don't know, it just kind of went, we pulled a few strings and now you got an award after you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks. It's always great to be here. Like hanging out with you guys. Had a fairly quiet week, although I had my driveway redone on Wednesday, so that was kind of exciting.
Yeah.
And I found out today that my Queen Studio Terminator bust has landed somewhere on the West Coast and going through customs. So I'm hoping that I see it within the next, maybe, I don't know, 10 days to 2 weeks. So super stoked about that. We'll see.
Okay, awesome. So let me see here real quick. Here's an update for my Terminator bust. Good evening. It shipped on the 15th, so it probably won't be here till the next month. So mine will be on the next shipment, Alan, before right after yours.
Okay.
So now, if you get yours and has my name on it, that's kind of what happened. I kind of did the wrong one. So just be aware of that. So just take a look out for it. Anyways, man, it's great to be here. So many new things happening in the community, but also I got to ask everybody, because I think I've led the cheer in the enabling factor in our chat the last few weeks. But is there anything in your cart right now, Noah? Look, you got empty space right back there right now. I see it. You're already planning it. Look, okay, so what's in your cart right now?
So we're going to be talking about it tonight, but it'll be the Leon Kennedy versus Chainsaw Villager diorama. That one, I have not pulled the trigger yet, but I've been looking at it, pretty hard. So that would probably be my number one priority in my cart right now. But otherwise, just like how it always is when you get a certain piece in from like a different line, I got the Alita Motorball and I have Rusty Angel coming in a few months, but I was eyeballing the diorama with the soldier where she's kind of vaulting over him and everything. Even though like I have some issues with that piece, but like they said, you get one of them in and you're like, you start looking, you're like, maybe I could squeeze that in over here, like get another one. Yeah, so that one's been kind of tempting me lately too. So,
well, Noah, we were on streams last Sunday, and it's been waitlisted. Rusty Angel, I've been watching the movie. And I was like, man, the Rusty Angel one's the one I really want. And I went on and I found it online and I went ahead and pre-ordered it. I thought to myself, I changed my mind. I know Brian would want it anyways. So I went ahead and pre-ordered it.
Yeah. No, that's going to be a great piece, man. Yeah. If you ever change your mind on that, it'll be very easy to sell. So
it looked great. I mean, that's the one I really wanted. So I pre-ordered it last Sunday, right after we got off stream. I pre-ordered it. Alan was still on, but I went ahead and ordered it. But
Man, I wonder what's going to be next. You got what, 2 anime pieces now? You got the, the Ninja Scroll diorama and the Rusty Angel. Actually, those would look pretty good together. They both have
Yeah,
that nice, like silvery kind of, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what Alan said too. And I was like, man, no, what they need to do, Prime One needs to do the Ninja Scroll final battle.
Yeah.
If they do that,
well,
I mean, there's no way I can say no to that. I have to
Mhm.
get it, and
See how
it'd
this
be
one
amazing.
sells.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So
Mhm.
I can't wait for that. Okay, Brian, do you have anything in your cart like right now? Something new?
So most of my stuff is all already pre-ordered. I know I don't think I announced this on the channel or anything, but I did pre-order the PCS Vampirella, with the 2 girls on both sides. I don't know if I announced that in front of everybody, but I know we've talked about it backstage. But I did pre-order that. But as far as what's in cart, I'm exactly doing what Noah's doing. I've been staring at that Resident Evil 4 since it was
I knew it.
announced, with the price tag and everything. And dude, the price tag is not bad at all.
I know. We're going to talk about that
It's
this weekend.
yeah. I
Uh,
was looking at that. I'm like, my God, like, do I do this right now? I mean, I have a big trip planned in a couple months. I have work stuff that I'm doing. It's so I'm gonna do it, just not right this second. I'm just waiting a little bit, and it's a low ES too, which is
yeah.
little worrying. But yeah, I haven't quite pulled the trigger yet, but it is definitely in cart. And you send me the Bride of Frankenstein print that just came out today too. So as soon as that one comes up, I'll be getting that also. Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about that Resident Evil this evening. And look,
I love the
there's
price, man. I
so many
love the
great things
price.
about it.
The,
There's so
the
many great
shipping
things
is
about
good too. Yeah, we'll save that for later
it.
on.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
man,
mean,
it's
so
good.
many great things about it. I mean, I could just feel it coming, but we'll see.
Okay. One more too. The
uh-oh.
Silent Hill nurse. That's also from that custom company.
Mhm.
Can't remember what their name is. I have it up in a browser tab, but
Yeah.
BattleCat turned me on to that one, and I've been staring at that one intently too for the past probably
Okay.
few weeks. So
Is that a
haven't pulled the
1/3 or
trigger
is that
yet.
a quarter?
It's a 1/3.
1/3. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And it's from the movie too. It's not from the games, which I really like the design of the nurses in the movie. It's really cool. I mean, nothing to take away from the games. The games are incredible too, but Prime One's going to be doing that license too, which
Mhm.
I'm waiting to see the reveal on what characters they're going to do. But
Mhm.
it's pretty much a give me that they're going to do the nurses and probably Pyramid Head. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it's going to be great.
there's a lot. There's a lot that has me very, very interested and very excited.
And for some reason, I'm really wanting to do like the main character from 1 and have him with the radio that kind of buzzes, whatever, when he walks around. Man,
They'll-
there's so many options
they'll-
they could do. So many things.
There's so much they can do. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. Yeah, man. You know what? This spring, coming into Prime One's next event, we'll see what they end up having planned.
I hope they reveal something from Silent Hill, man. I'm guessing it's probably going to be from Silent Hill 2 with the
Right.
remake that they just did, which, by the way, is awesome. If you guys haven't
Yeah.
played it,
I'm almost done
Um,
with it. I got maybe 2 or 3 hours left. Yeah. It's
Nice.
really good. Yeah.
it's so good. Yeah,
And
yeah, a lot of opportunity.
they're teasing King of the Fighters too, and some other stuff that I know that I would just love. So I have to be very careful because it's hard not to love what Prime One does. Like everything they do is great. Like there's not a whole lot they do that's bad, So they're just a great company. They do great work there.
I've never gotten anything. I've never gotten anything in from them where I said, I don't know about this one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the same. Like there's never been a piece I've gotten in from them that I thought that was just terrible or just okay. Like every piece is like over the top, and that's why I continue to purchase from them because they've got a lot of great pieces. So I'm looking forward to what they do with the dog alien, which is very high priority on my list. Mr. Kiefer, what do you have in your cart, sir? Usually don't keep your cart empty. It's usually, something goes in, you check out right away. So is there anything in your cart?
No, you're right. I usually once I decide I like something, I just go for it. But
Yeah.
Actually 2 pieces. The first one is the Prime One Casca Guts diorama.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to get it.
Yeah.
I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I'm waiting to see what the edition size is going to be.
Right.
So
That's gonna be a great one.
there's that one, and the other one that is in the wings. I'm not sure. I like it. I probably will get it. I have an issue with it, but it's the Queen Studio Superman, the new one they just came out with the 3rd scale.
The Queen Studios?
Oh,
Or
I'm
Prime
Prime.
One?
Me, it's Prime 1.
Prime One, right?
It's
Okay.
not Queen. It's Prime 1.
Right.
It's the blue and red version of the Superman. But I want to discuss it further as we go along with the show. But
Sure.
he's got a broken nose. His
Yeah.
nose is crooked. It's bent, and it drives me nuts. And
Well, we're going to take a look at that tonight before, we make any rash decisions or purchases. We'll look at all of it and we'll break it all down, and then we'll see what we can come up with, Alan. But I mean, your collection is just incredible. You've got so many great pieces. I really feel like they'll do the right thing at the end of the day with this piece. But let's take a look at it. Let's see what we can break it down a little bit.
well, you would hope so, but they let the poison ivy, the Arkham. Is it the Arkham poison ivy?
Mhm.
And
Arkham.
she's got a crooked foot, and she had a crooked foot from the day they announced it, which was like
Right.
3 years ago, and people complained about it, and it still has a crooked foot. So I don't know. I don't know if these companies listen or what their deal is, but
I hope they listen. I hope they do. I try to voice my concerns in the most respectful manner possible. Just because these companies are working really hard, and I never post anything to jab at anybody. It's more of like, hey, can you look at this closer because I'm interested in this piece, and that's it. That's the way I post, just to make sure that it's done respectfully. But let me bring up a piece that's probably forgotten by a lot of people, and guess what? It still is coming, and it's in the wing, and it's one that it's on my list still too.
yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, where's this going to go? Like, where's the room going to come from? How am I going to put this? So I always got to keep this piece in mind, because this one is going to be incredible when it comes out. I just know it is. So I'm going to wait a little longer and see a little bit more, but maybe they'll have one painted at the new Prime One event, and that'd be great to see.
Mm-hmm.
Let me address the chat, because everybody's still coming in, and thank you all for being here. I did want to thank the 89 subscribers or 82 subscribers we have this week. Thank you very much for subscribing. We promise to bring you the best content possible, and I promise I will have the J&D Batman review this weekend. It's ready to go. I'll have that edited and ready to go. That is coming soon. So great to see everybody here. My man Terry has always got my back, and Dinesh, thank you for doing that review, that amazing One Piece you did a while back. My main man, Battle Cat, great to see you. The artist is here. The man is an incredible artist, man. He's so modest too, but man, the work he does on paper is just, it blows my mind how great he is. Just a great person all around too. I mean, and his collection is growing. I warned him, man, you hang out with us, man, this is what happens, man. Just so you know, like, things change. You want to move things, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It just happens so often. Theodore, great to see you. Thanks for being here. My man, Mike, Mr. Edmondson, send me a message if you want in. We'd love to have you. What's up, my man? JWR, great to see you. Man, he's always got our back. Great to see everybody's still coming in. Kitty Patootie, great to see you. Love the name. Thank you all for being here. Ross, another wonderful Saturday in Sydney. Oh, it's okay, man. It's in the Godlike team. Hey, thanks for being here, and thanks for taking time with us. Every Friday and then Saturday for you, sir. We really appreciate all your support, Ross, and your family watching. We do our best to bring you the best content, so thanks for always supporting us. I really appreciate you very much. I've got a lot of comments this week about how great Godlike is. So again, thank you all very, very much. I really appreciate that. How you doing, Rick? Great to see you. And this guy right here, I mean, his collection is, not only is it Godlike, but it is like going to another level, Alan. Wait till you see some of these updates this guy's doing. Like when he gets his room tour together.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. Like when he sent me some of those pictures on video clips, I'm like, man, this guy's really going all out. He's doing such a great job. And this guy had a great week, so I'm glad for you. Omnibus Jack, great to see you, man. Tony, how you doing, man? Great to see you. You can't have a show unless Mr. Kramer is here. You know what we do, Lane. This is exactly what we do all week long. Custom Hero. Oh, you do have Punisher. Oh, okay. That's going to be a great one. And then you can't have a show unless Cypher comes in. And great to see everybody here. We have a lot of people still coming in. The artist herself has arrived. Great to see you. Thanks for being here. I did not get that. And let me tell you, it's funny you say that because I was looking at that today. And I got real close to buying that today. So it's funny you bring that up. I almost did, but I try to restrain myself because there's just so many pieces coming out. Oh, really? You know, that does happen. So, man, if you only knew how quick that can happen to anybody, so be aware of it. It's happened to me once. Anyways, everybody's still coming in. Bastion of Belfry, great to see you. Thanks for all being here. Let's start off with the banger because it's on everybody's mind. So let me bring it up here real quick. Excuse me. Let me bring this up here real quick. Then, of course, we had Marcos. Marcos, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Look, he's running. There he is.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me on.
And I want to make sure everybody knows, a lot of times Marcos, he gets up at the crack of dawn, right? And he goes to work. He's got to do everything. And when he's coming back, he just jumps straight on, takes a shower and jumps straight on the stream. He's literally coming from work and getting on. So, Marcos, we appreciate that, man. Great to see you. How are you?
Man, love to be here. It was somewhat of a work thing. It was more of a doctor's dinner, appreciating our doctor and like the staff we work with. So it was a good time, good food. Jimmy, you know Papacitos, right? Yeah, so it was Papacitos, margaritas, everything like that. So it's a good time. Glad to be here, ready to talk. I watched a little bit when I was on the way.
Okay.
Last thing I saw was what's in your cart. So we don't have to go through mine, but let's get to the next topic. Let's do it, man.
Okay. And again, Marcos is literally going from job, shower to right on stream. So again, Marcos, thanks for doing that. Let me bring this up here real quick because listen, if you know somebody in the background is already making space for this, you know it's probably coming home. So let's start off with this piece was announced by Prime One. I was waiting to see this. And this is, Leon Kennedy versus the Chainsaw Villager. $16.99, and let's look at the edition size here. It looks like it's 400, and they do have the regular version, I believe, that just with Leon. I'll be honest, who's going to buy it just with Leon though? I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. You know what? I take it back. Maybe somebody would. I just
honestly, I thought that maybe Brian would potentially go for that version. I mean, I know the chainsaw would be awesome, but just. I was going to ask you about that because I didn't know what kind of space you wanted to make for it. If you want, like, for the whole diorama, or because you could, you collect a lot of those like smaller base quarter scales. You could fit it in one of your cabinets probably. So like the regular version.
That's true, but that chainsaw guy, I mean, he is just so gnarly looking, and that part in that game is so terrifying. It's just, I don't know how you could buy it without all of that. Now, here's the problem I'm struggling with too. Have you guys actually gone to checkout with this?
I have not, and
not on Prime One directly. No, Comic Concepts, but not Prime One.
Because here's where you can add the option for blood and snow.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you want to add more to it, because I'm looking at it right now, because I was thinking about doing a pre-order here, but I'm not going to write tonight. But I was looking, and there's options to go with snow and blood, which is $500 each. So you're looking at another $1,000 if you want to do all those additions.
Of course I do. That's exactly what I would do if I bought it.
I mean, how much more blood are you going to get on it? I mean, he's already got quite a bit. I mean, I get it. You can do a lot more. It is Resident Evil, but $500 worth when the chainsaw guy is already pretty covered?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's more of I just want a little bit more, but a little bit more costs you a lot more. So you have to really think about that. And I would suggest to anybody, before you make a purchase, We're talking about how great the price is. This is still $16.99, right?
It's a great price.
It is a great price, but this could be the one statue you buy this year, and you want to think through it just a bit, before you make a purchase. I'm the one that guys be like, oh yeah, I want it, boom. But you always want to think about, okay, well, do I want to spend the extra money on blood? Do I not want to do that? Do I just want to go with this before you make that purchase? Because once you make that pre-order, you're kind of stuck. So just what I'm saying is choose carefully with all your all your add-ons. And here's the bonus version here, Noah. You're getting this special knife. I do recall the knife in the game. I don't know if this is a different switch out. I'm sure. Oh, it is, because the other one has a pistol. So he has the knife, which is pretty cool, actually. Is it just me, or that blade looks metal? It looks like it's metal.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
So,
That'd be cool.
Super cool.
You get a second portrait too.
Okay.
On Leon.
Yeah, they'll show that here, I'm pretty sure. There's the chainsaw villager. There's a knife. Okay, so there's the bonus part there. It looks pretty cool, actually. There's the closed mouth portrait. I did see this. Looks like this is the bonus version. I think he has a grading of the other one. But wow, that looks really good. I mean, man,
I would go with the pistol option.
I would too.
Yeah, I agree.
It was so iconic in the game too, so that's what I would want. But
but if I'm not mistaken, this particular part in the game, though, you do have to use your knife to block the chainsaw.
Really,
yeah.
I don't remember it now.
Yeah, but regardless, I mean, look, they're both great options. I mean, you're getting 2.5 characters. It's insane for that price.
So here's the closed mouth. Here's the gritted teeth, pistol, knife. Then you can see another angle of it. What's super cool is the villager is coming out of the ground, which is even cooler. And then this symbol here, I can't recall what it's from.
It's the little medallions.
The medallions.
Yeah.
Okay.
You earn achievements if you get them all out.
Chainsaw and the blood, of course. Look, look at the portrait though. Alan, I know you haven't played this game, but I can tell you right now, the game and this are almost 100% likeness. I swear. It's so close to the game. And that's very rare these days, but it's so close. I mean, it really is.
Looks
is
really
his
good.
jacket? Is his jacket sculpted?
Media on his jacket?
It is. It is mixed media on his jacket. The fur. The fur.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's the fur. So what a great touch. Here's your measurements right here. 76 centimeters in height, 70 centimeters in depth, and 52 centimeters in width. Alexa, how much is 76 centimeters to inches?
76 centimeters is about 29.9 inches.
Okay, so 29.9 inches.
So what is 70 then? About 25?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see.
Roughly.
Alexa, how much is 70 centimeters to inches?
70 centimeters is about 28 inches.
That's deep. That's pretty deep. 28 inches. Well, look what's here. I mean, it's like an added piece, right? So there's 2 extra pieces here, and it's like the others. Yeah, they all connect. Look at the back of this. It's got the eggs. Oh, it's got the eggs.
Oh, yeah, it's got the chicken and the eggs.
The eggs. So Alan, he gets health back when he eats the eggs.
Oh, wait. So you're telling me that this whole piece is like $1,600?
Yes, for all of it.
Really?
Yeah, it's
if
amazing.
You don't get to snow if you don't get to snow in the extra blood.
Well, that Final Fantasy thing for $5,000 for 2. Don't get me started.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it.
And economy shipping is only like $200 for this too. So I mean, you're coming in under $2,000.
Yeah, if I was a gamer and if I was a fan of this, instant PO. Yeah, this is very cool.
It's incredible.
Look, this is look at how detailed the villager is. That's amazing.
Hey, Freddie, how's it going, man?
What?
What do you think?
Hey,
what do you think? What do you think?
What's up, guys?
I saw you.
What do you think?
What's up?
What do you think, Noah? By the end of tonight, do we both do a double pre-order on this?
Okay, well, let's talk through it real quick. Let's go. I think we look at all these pictures here real quick. But look at this, man. He's got the golden egg.
So awesome.
How great is this? Okay, so let's start with Marcos, because Marcos hadn't said much. Marcos, I don't know if you ever played this game or not, but I mean, what do you think about the price point and what you're getting and what you see here? What do you think about it?
Well, today's price point's obviously just what it is. So back then, this would have been maybe $1,000 piece, obviously $1,200 at most.
Yeah.
Today, 1,600 or 1,700, I think it's $1,699.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So pretty good price for sure. You get a whole diorama. Details look great on the prototype. Obviously, I played Resident Evil 3, and I remember this one specific fight where back then on PS2 you had the memory card, and we saved it at the wrong point where I only had like 10 bullets on a pistol and then like a rocket launcher, like one rocket. So we were struggling against a big boss with like 11 bullets basically. So that's like my fond memory of Resident Evil is either start all over or the memory card days. I think it looks good. It's not for me, obviously. I'm not a big fan of this. I know Brian and Noah are thinking about PO. I'm thinking about PO in a piece too right now. I got a big bonus out of nowhere, so might do a PO as well with y'all. But I think whoever gets this, if you're a big Resident Evil fan, it looks great. I think Noah, you already mocked up like what you're gonna do with this, and then the elitist stuff that you showed us in the past. So it's gonna look good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Freddie, it's great to see you down there, man. You were missed for sure. Great to see you. What do you think about Resident Evil Leon Kennedy versus Chainsaw Killer? This is it just announced this week, and this is you get the Dio for $16.99 for all of it, and you get this is the bonus version, and you get all the characters with it for $16.99.
Well, first I want to say hello, everyone. Missed you all. Glad to be back. And I am happy for. Is it just Noah getting this, or is it Noah and Brian?
We don't know yet. Noah and Brian are thinking about it.
I'm happy for whoever's getting this. I think this is is this one piece or two? It's two pieces, right?
This is two pieces. But this is the Dio together. You can get Leon by himself, or you can get them together with the chainsaw. I mean, villager. But you get them. You get two characters. Really, you get a third character too, because there's a villager coming out of the ground for $16.99
for this price.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a no-brainer, man. This is simple math.
Yeah.
Simple math. Great piece, great price. Yeah, definitely. I think whoever loves Resident Evil 4, love the characters, I think should jump on this one. I like it a lot.
I was expecting about 2,500 at least.
I was too. I was too. I thought it was going to be more expensive because at least 2,000 because of what you're getting here.
And can I get a Jill Valentine and
That'd be cool.
And
Ada Wong. Ada Wong.
Yeah, but this is cool, man. I like it.
Hey, man, I have a Jill Valentine. I have two of them.
That's true.
Well, all right, Brian. I'll put it in your court right now. I mean, is this one that could be coming home possible because of?
It's very possible. It's very possible, Jimmy. It's a big one. I don't know where it would go right now, but this is still over a year away, if I'm not mistaken. So,
if not,
who knows
more.
what'll happen in that year? Yeah.
Yeah, I have to point out it is a 400 edition size, and I think this will. I don't know if this will sell out or not. I'm probably gonna. I need to ask an expert, Alan here. He'll know, but I don't know if this is a. I don't know if this one's going to sell out or not. But this one here, the price point, everything you get with it, all the switch outs, what you're getting for your money, you get a lot here, and I think it's fantastic.
I don't remember how much was that Jill Valentine again, or the retail price.
14. I think I paid 1,400.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
You got the deluxe one with the dog and everything too, though.
I did get the dog. Yes.
Yeah, I think the regular might have been like 1,200 or something, maybe 1,250.
Something like that. Yeah. The base on that one was massive too.
They should do a Resident Evil 3 Jill versus Nemesis. What's that for $16.99?
Oh,
yeah,
the Nemesis is $16.99 just on his own.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
Yeah,
all right, so I think we've all talked ourselves You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Well-
we talked ourselves into this one for sure.
Well, so Brian, is this one coming home?
Say yes. Say yes.
This one's good. This one, yeah, I think this one is going to come home. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I think you can bet on the fact that I will be pre-ordering this, whether I do it through Prime One, if I'm waiting for Sideshow, or if I can get my local guy to get me one.
Yeah.
It's going to come home.
Awesome. Well, the Bitter Collector, what do you think, Noah? All what you're getting for the price, is this one coming home?
Amazing.
Yeah, man, I do. I was surprised on this too. I was expecting around 2,000 because that Last of Us diorama is so similar to this, and that's like 22,000 or 2,100 or something. So
Yeah.
I think the price on this is really good, especially and that that's the thing. I do like the standalone version with just Leon.
You do. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't get that one, but I think where that one's like $1,200 for just Leon for an extra 500, you get 1.5 more characters, a lot bigger base. So
Yeah.
I think it's a great price. Yeah, man, I love this. It's really good. I love Resident Evil 4. I've been playing the remake and I've been really enjoying it.
Oh, it's so good.
And yeah, man, I've got my Photoshop mock-up of this next to the Last of Us Dio, and it just looks so good, man. It's just it's making that commitment. It's like just committing to another $4,000 shelf, basically. So it's like
Pretty much.
Dude, I have it in my card right here. Grand total is 1,900
Ooh,
man.
with shipping.
Is that through Prime
Yeah.
One or through a retailer?
That's through Prime One. I don't see this on Sideshow yet.
Okay, because it's on Comic Concepts also. That's where I was looking at ordering
Oh,
this.
he already has it.
Yeah, and I've got some points there too. And if I did if I did a pay in full, I think I can use my points for the pre-order. So for me, I think my total was like 1,650 after shipping or something like that. So it's like, man.
Well, it's not that
You
good,
get-
Noah.
And you get a promo code too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know,
Well,
man. This looks amazing though. They
Ooh,
did such
you
a
know
great
what?
job with this.
I need to see if I have any Prime One points actually.
Oh yeah.
You know when I pre-ordered T800 endoskeleton, I got $200 off of it when I pre-ordered it.
Wow.
So it was a no-brainer for me. I had to do it
Yeah.
because Prime One direct.
Yeah, and shipping for me with Comic Concepts is $130. So not bad at all. So yeah, even cheaper than Prime One's economy. So yeah, man. So I'm gonna be thinking it over throughout the night here, but it's one of those where I want to make a decision on this soon because the Last of Us diorama it's slowly kind of tapering down to where it's gonna sell out. I know it's waitlisted at a couple different places, so
Right.
so I've got to jump on. Basically, I said like a $4,000 shelf to get this ready. So,
I
crazy,
think
right? Fucking
we're all
nuts.
gonna have one of those. Like
Yeah.
we're all gonna have one of those.
but it's going to look really good. And the thing is, too, to put them where I want, I've got to sell or move or box up a couple of those Berserk pieces in the bottom left here, and it's like that's tough too. So
yeah,
but I am trying to make each shelf in my room here different, so and not have too many pieces from the same license. So.
and Noah, I think you're doing that too. I think you're starting to head that way, which this will be a great addition to your collection. When I first saw this, I thought about you and Brian. I guarantee you, if it was a female character instead of Leon, it would have been automatic for Brian. That was mine.
Yeah, look at this. I saw his eyes soon. You're saying that. Like, nah.
You're like, yeah.
I mean, you're right.
You're not wrong, Jimmy. You're not wrong.
No, definitely not wrong.
I mean, okay, Mr. Kiefer, what's your thoughts on this piece? I know you don't play, you haven't played these games, but can you appreciate the art?
Oh man, this is awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I really like it. I'm glad that I don't play this game because I would definitely order this. It's an amazing looking piece. I can't believe the price point. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I
So
was
it's
still trying to wrap my
you
head
would
around
think
it.
just the guy with the chainsaw would be like $1,400.
Mhm.
I know.
This is like the price of the Batman on Throne, like not the super deluxe one, but like the
Right.
with the screens behind them only. That's the
Yeah, I
Sure.
think that one's about 2,000. Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
thing I can figure is the license must be affordable, unlike a
Capcom.
certain other.
yeah Final Fantasy.
Green. It's yeah.
Yeah, unlike Final Fantasy. God, I can't believe the price point, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome.
You know how I feel about J&D now. That's exactly how I feel with $4,000 pieces. So
Yeah, this is coming from the guy that ordered what, the guts piece about a month ago.
yeah, hey, stop. I'm a fraud. We all know that. We all know I'm a fraud. He called me out right there quickly too. God damn it, Alan. You have to bring that up again. I was trying to do no
That
live
was
unboxings.
How much, Marcos? That was like a $4,000 piece.
I don't know what it was. It was something
And Noah, did you catch that on the base? There's a box of shells there too for his pistol.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love all the accessories they kind of packed into this thing.
Hey, I'm not gonna
even
lie,
just for
though.
the single version of Leon, they packed the medallion, the chicken,
Dude,
you
I
know,
was
the
just about to
candles,
say.
everything. Yeah, like they didn't skimp on the base for him either.
I was just about
Yeah.
to say that single Leon actually looked pretty good. If you just wanted the
Holy
straight
cow,
Leon,
it looks awesome.
you could get that and it'd be fine. Obviously, you want the goddamn chainsaw. Let's be real.
Mhm.
You want
Dude,
the chainsaw massacre guy.
he's so terrifying, man. If you
Yeah.
guys have
Yeah.
played this game, that whole
Yeah.
beginning portion when he comes out, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, and the music and everything, and
Yeah.
he just starts pushing through all the other enemies, just coming straight at you. It's like, yeah,
All you do is just run. It's like, what do I do? Do I fight
Kinsey,
him or
you're
do I
not wrong
run?
right there, Kinsey. You're not wrong. That
Oh, the
piece
other thing too is,
amazing.
I really like the, you guys know the PCS Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
yeah.
I think the Pretty Woman mask one or whatever, where he's got the chainsaw up in the air. Like
Right.
that kind of, I've always wanted that piece too, but I don't really collect like horror 1/3. But this kind of like also satisfies that too. It's very similar.
That
It looks
itch-
very
that
much
itch,
Texas
yeah.
Chainsaw.
That was also 1/3, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that was a 1/3.
PCS
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
Mhm.
Was
Yeah, I've
it-
always
it's
liked that
coming-
one. I just
it
never
was-
picked it up.
It was coming out the window, correct, Noah? Like it was coming out a window, like a
Well,
door.
they did too. They did the one, yeah, that one he has like the yellow apron and the hammer,
Yeah.
but then they had the other version where he's
You're
got
right.
like the barbed wire fence and the grass
Mhm.
behind him. And he's swinging
Yeah, the
chainsaw
one
in
where he's
there.
got the hammers when he's in the door frame after he hits the
Yeah.
guy on the head
Yep.
in the first
Yep.
scene or the first time you
Yeah.
see him.
Yeah. So this kind of satisfies that as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
Noah, I mean, if you end up getting this, I think you'll be really happy. Think
Oh,
through
yeah,
it and
yeah.
we make a choice. But this is a great statue. I love the price. I love what you get. I don't think it could have been done any better than this. I think they hit a home run with it, and I think you'll be really happy. I think what put over the top for me personally is that there's an extra villager coming through the ground, which is super cool. But the mixed media on the jacket, and I would also go with the pistol switch out. But I did play this game, and I do remember the chainsaw guy screaming, coming out of nowhere, swinging that chainsaw and just scaring the daylights out of you when he comes at you. So
Mhm.
it would be a great title.
Leon is also my daughter's favorite character in the Resident Evil
Oh, wow.
universe.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
if I didn't get this, she'd probably be pretty upset. So this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I
Well, that's a
got $100 in rewards in Prime 1 too. So
Okay.
Mhm.
Brian,
Yeah.
that just sounds like some kind of you're just justifying this to yourself that you can do it. Oh, my daughter likes it, so I gotta get it.
isn't that what we always? Don't we do that a lot though? Don't we justify this to ourselves quite a bit?
All of us do.
Yeah, we
yes.
do. Yeah,
all
we do.
I watched that
Well,
movie one time, like, oh, it's a cool statue. Let's get it. Fuck it.
So many great pieces. I think I think it's a great one. So that one coming home would be amazing. Like, so if you guys decided to do it, I think you'd be happy. I think that look no further for probably one of the best Resident Evil pieces made. So
Mhm.
let me bring this up here real quick. I did see this today too, and I saw from Tweeterhead that this. Oh, let me get rid of this. Hang on a second here. I got Marcos messaging me. Let me see here real quick. Let me see. Yep, I saw this. This is actually shipped right now from Tweeterhead, and it's starting to ship right now. I know, Brian, that you actually had this on pre-order. Let me stop this here. I know you actually had yours on pre-order.
We love you, Jim.
Yeah, thank you. Get this right here real quick. Hey, there we go. Okay.
Hey,
I know
there
you
you
have-
are.
There he
I know you
is.
had
Brian,
on
we love you
pre-order.
too, Brian. We love you too.
Brian, do you have tracking on your Elvira that's coming in?
Yeah, it's like 1 second away.
Oh, hey, there it is.
He's like,
Hey,
thank God I don't have to stand in front of
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, geez, now I can get comfortable.
He's like,
Hey,
Yeah, man.
yeah, I don't know.
I was
I don't know. Go ahead.
I was waiting for this one, man. It was delayed.
No.
It took so long, and then I finally found out that it was shipping on Tuesday, and I was like, yes, and it arrived today. Just got here today.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's awesome.
Congratulations. So I don't know if you wouldn't mind, Brian, doing an unboxing for us as we go. That'd be amazing. I know it's going to be a quick
Yeah.
one.
It's
that'd
going to be a
awesome.
very quick one. So if you don't mind me, I'll set up a camera over here,
Yeah.
get some more lighting turned on while you guys talk a little bit, and we'll get the camera set up, more backstage. And
Awesome.
when we're ready, we'll do it. Yeah.
Cool.
So
Cool.
I'll get that started now if you guys just want to keep on chatting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll just keep on going. And Brian was kind enough to do that for us. So thank you, Brian, for that. Appreciate it.
Yes.
And real quick in those chats, I want to get Noah and Brian to order some more stuff. I did a live PO just now too. So I want everybody to start POing. So let's start POing and buying right now. Let's do it, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Let me bring it up. I'm on it.
Bye.
What did you
Like
PO?
instinct.
What'd you
This is
get?
only, this is only,
Jimmy's gonna
this is
pull it
only
up.
Friday night.
I'm about to bring it up right now.
What's going to happen on Sunday?
Oh God.
Oh Jesus!
You know,
Like,
Alan. You know.
some of these are deadly in here.
Like I've always said, Fridays we talk about it. Saturdays we think about it. Sundays we buy it. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Marcos,
It's a 3-day process.
crazy. What is it? Let me bring this up. Marcos just pre-ordered this like 10
And
seconds ago.
Noah's known I've been thinking about this piece forever.
Oh,
This is
Dude,
my Buggy.
I love this
Yep.
piece too, man. I
Oh,
really,
nice.
really like this.
Yeah, dude, I love Buggy. He's a top 5 character for me in One Piece. As we all know in the chat and on the panel, this is my favorite.
who
IP.
is this? Who
It's
is
Buggy
this?
the Clown, baby. It's Buggy the Clown. He's the biggest
Oh.
meme of One Piece.
You know what clown I want? I want Homie the Clown. I'll take a statue of that. Homie, don't
So-
play that.
Clown.
So this guy is like
Clown.
he's the Joker of this universe without the menacing aspect of him. He's the biggest joke. It's the funniest meme in One Piece. This guy, he has risen. Not to explore, not many people will know, but he has risen to the top of the pirate world basically, and he's one of the weakest characters of all time. And he's so funny. It's one of my favorite characters of all time. He's me in One Piece. If I was in One Piece, this would be me right here.
I can confirm that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Whoa. So I would like meme my way to the top of a universe. That's what I would do in anime. So I'm so happy I finally got this. Got a big bonus. So I'm like, fuck it, let's do it, man. I've been wanting this for a while. Put the PO in. We all know it's Sume. This has been out for it's been on pre-order for about 1.5 years, I want to say. So we all know Sume though. It takes a while sometimes. Without that Bisuju line, that Bisuju line is very on point with the 8 months in, it's in hand. But the older stuff, like the bigger stuff, takes a lot longer. So I might get this in 6 months. It might be another year. Who knows? But I've been wanting this piece. Like I said, Noah's known. We talked about it many times, obviously. I know because you love Buggy in this piece as well.
Mhm.
The reason why this is one of the two things I don't like about this piece is it's like a diorama with his little henchman, but the Buggy ball, that little move you see coming out of his foot, that's like my favorite meme of him. So I'm so happy a company did that. And obviously Sume, we all know it takes a while, but it's always almost perfect, like from production to in hand. So my best anime pieces are Sume pieces. So I'm just so happy I got that. Buggy the Clown, baby. Can't
Dude,
wait.
cool,
the
man.
color on this is just incredible, man. And like the
Yeah.
concept of this, like this would be like immediately draw your eye as soon as you walk in.
Yeah.
Like it's
So
yeah.
I'll explain his power a little bit. His power basically he can like separate his body. That's all he can do. So he can just that's why his body's all chopped in half. It's called the chop fruit. So like you can cut him up, he can still live. It's like a kind of if someone stronger had it, it could be a probably powerful power, but for him, he's worthless with it. But he's the biggest meme in One Piece, and I love him to death. He will find the One Piece. He will find the One Piece.
Okay, it's
There we
pretty
go.
big.
Yeah, it's a 1/4 scale for Sume as well. So it matches because because I told you guys there's a warlord line. He's one of the warlords at one point, and it matches that statue. I don't know if you guys can see that Boa Hancock one right there. She's 1/4 as well, so it matches the same scale, and they'll go with each other as well. So happy I'm finally getting this in.
Well, let me tell you, it's definitely bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I know you're a huge fan of One Piece. And look, congratulations, because guess what? It matches your collection very well.
Yeah.
It does. So great piece. Man, it's big. Like you don't realize how big until someone stands next to it.
I think 3 inches, I think.
I think 75 centimeters, I think it said, or 76. So that's around what, like 30 30 inches.
Yeah,
tall?
I'm looking it up. Yeah, 29.5. So yeah,
29.
30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
knew it
like
was
that
close to that.
Resident Evil diorama, same height.
Yeah, it's okay. It's definitely bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, but
And
I
here's
can't
Brian back with the live
Yes.
unboxing here. Let me bring
Go,
this
Brian.
up here real quick.
Is
There's
that
Brian.
Brian?
Is that second camera going to be okay?
Yep. Let me
Yeah,
bring
it
this
should
up.
be.
Yep, there it is.
Dude, that
So
red
I-
sun is really good.
Oh,
I want the audience to know I pressured Brian to do this live because he was gonna get it and unbox it in like 2 seconds, and I said, "Yo, hold up! Oh, this is a true story, by the way." I was like, "Live unboxing, right?" He's like, "All right, fine, I can do it now."
Hey,
Might as
Noah.
well, right? Might as well.
Noah, how can you say no to that Lady D back there, man? Look at her.
Dude, I know.
is-
It's so good.
No,
So
you-
good.
See, one of the things we do is me and Brian, we kind of live vicariously through each other occasionally. So this is kind of one of those instances where I'm like, I can just drive an hour and go see it whenever. So I'm like, I can wait for now, but man, I love it so
It's
much.
true. It's true, man. That's how I felt about you too. Then you started selling off a lot of your pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
Popo.
Hey, you want to know a Godlike collector? This guy right here, Mr.
Mhm.
Popo.
Mr.
Man,
Popo.
he is
No, dude, Popo needs to step it up. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
whatever. Yeah,
I'm kidding, I'm
right.
kidding.
Mr. Popo, he is straight Godlike fire, man. That guy's got an amazing collection. Welcome,
Dude,
sir. Thank you.
I'm Mr. Popa. I didn't know, man, that he was a photographer, man. His last acquirement, he took photos, man. I shed some tears, man. I'm just like, I can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait to get that bus.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, you're talking
I
about the
can't-
Arnie, huh? Arnie?
Yeah, he took some great pictures. I was looking at them
Yeah.
pictures for at least a half an hour, man. He took some great
Dude, he
photos.
takes some good ones.
I'm gonna
But
bring
yeah,
up a
his-
video. I got a video of a collector that posted this week.
Yeah.
They built a whole dial behind Arnold, and I'm going to bring it up because I thought it was amazing.
Mhm.
So, you know what's missing over here, Brian? Man, if you had that Nemesis back there,
Why did
Uh-huh.
How did I know you were
Whoa,
going to say that?
whoa,
Uh-huh.
whoa. That's an expensive piece. Are you talking about the bus now, right? Jimmy, you talking
no, I'm
about
talking
that?
about
No.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
were
the,
talking about
the quarter scale, yeah.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah.
Which is
It's so
as big as a
awesome.
bust almost, if you think about it.
the only one missing back there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, what's this, like 3
Hey,
pieces?
look how he took his pictures. Look like iPhone, man.
iPhone. I don't believe that one bit. He's just saying
iPhone.
He has an
Like this-
iPhone 20. That's what he has. That's
I've
why.
got the smell, man. I've got the new.
Okay, you got the smell.
Apple
All right,
smell.
all right.
Let me take this in for a minute. But ooh, this is
Take your
nice.
time,
This
man.
is new paper. This is
Okay.
new paper. It's not like tissue paper. It's
Oh, they
Yeah,
give you that
it's-
soft, the one like bed sheets.
yeah, totally. Oh,
Brian, you got
Nice.
me, man.
She's
Usually,
like-
what I do with my papers, I use it for toilet paper. So after I'm done with the statue, I just use it as toilet paper. You know, it's
You
time
guys,
to tough.
you guys,
that's
she's
me.
like literally one piece. There's
Like based
this
on
is gonna be a base and then her. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Well, it'll be a quick one.
So
Oh my god, dude,
Well-
she looks fantastic.
Well, the base and her and her boobs, like, god damn, I can see
Well-
her. Right? Those things are mountains right now. My gosh, dude.
She's got
Look at those things, dude. They're bigger than her head.
Hey man, she was quite blessed.
man. You know what kind of compliment, man, that is? Like you bring a woman home and then she like, you see her in all her glory and just like, man, it's fantastic. Amazing.
Bring it
Oh
every
my
night
cat.
to your wife. Yeah.
Can I just look at you for a second? Hold up. Let me just Oh man, baby.
Man, will you marry
Freddie,
me?
that's why I have not had a long-term girlfriend, because I usually to the opposite, like, wow, you look rough tonight, and they're like, fuck you, man, like, so we're gonna,
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's
let
why
me tell you,
it doesn't
man.
work out for me, man.
Let me tell you, the partner on the other end, they eat that up, man. They eat that up.
And is it just me or every piece in Brian's collection? It's supposed to be there.
Yeah,
that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
boobs, female.
Supposed to be there.
That's
Yes.
a well curated collection.
He
right
he
there.
found his niche, man. He knows where his collection belongs. And he,
Mhm.
unlike me, I'm still trying to figure stuff out.
I've
Like all of us.
I've
I've
got a lot of stuff boxed up though too that I don't know where it belongs. So
That's all right.
There is
Man.
that.
You just stick it at your brother's house, right, Brian?
yeah, it's true. Thank you. All right, let's see
Okay.
here.
And what number do we got here?
All right.
It is
Yeah.
literally 2 pieces. My gosh.
146 out of 800.
Okay.
Man,
Nice.
goddamn.
Low numbers.
Love the writing on it.
That's
Looks
cool.
So
great.
the base is very very
Basic.
bland, very bland, but I mean, what do you need?
Museum, cracked concrete. Looks like maybe in a castle or something. Pretty cool.
That's right. Nobody's going to be looking at the base.
Yeah, I didn't bring you home to see the base. I want to see you.
Unless you made the base of boobs only, like the whole base. Then you look at the base, right, Alan? Something like that.
Mistress of the Dark.
Now I gotta figure it out. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This goes in like this.
It's like
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Yo, I think I was 11 when I seen Elvira for the first time. I was pretty excited.
This is 1,000% Keith, Brian. This is 1,000%.
I'm the young
This is
one.
fantastic.
What movie?
Yeah.
Again? What movie?
All right, so
We
wow.
pull all these little
She looks beautiful, man.
But
as padding everywhere.
So
As
that's
an ignorant-
one that they could have done in silicone.
You were like J&D. That's what you want, Alan, don't you? J&D version of this.
Can't do them legs in silicone. No.
Dude, even her ring looks like an actual jewel.
Damn, she's tall. Fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
For one
Yeah,
fourth?
she is. Well, she's got
Right
that
next to-
beehive, man.
Right next to Red Sonja, though, it looks like she towers over even without the.
Yeah, that's
She
true.
got
She
on the
is.
heels,
Is
man.
that the
she is
camera
fine.
angle?
I'm sorry though. I'm the young dumb one. What movie is she from?
She was a
Elvira?
personality. She did make her own movie, but she was just a
Yeah.
personality.
Oh, personality. So like
Wasn't she in a
Marilyn
movie? I
Monroe.
thought she was in a movie.
She was.
She did make a movie, yeah.
That's the one I seen.
That's supposed to be down.
That's what I see.
So like I said, she was like more like a Marilyn Monroe type figure.
Well, she used to host like a late night kind of show.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Brian, I gotta ask,
Yeah.
how is the paint on this?
You know what? It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like it. They use a lot of matte on this.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of shiny, which is perfect. Here, I'll get some close-ups. I mean, that's it. There's 3 pieces.
Yeah. This is a quick one.
Yeah.
She still does Comic Cons, right? I think I've seen her
Oh yeah,
last.
I've seen her a few times.
Yeah.
Cassandra Peterson.
Yeah.
Does she perform in Vegas still?
I don't think so. Not anymore. I don't think so.
Okay.
Man, there's
Come
like
on,
they
Alan.
got
Those
this-
days
they
are
got this
done, man.
stuff back here.
You
I
think
don't
it?
know. I
10
think
years
she's
ago.
holding up- She's holding up quite well.
Oh no, she's holding up. She looks good for her age.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
good.
I don't know if she's
When was she
Vegas
like
stuff.
super popular? Like what decade?
I'd say the
80s,
80s, late 80s,
early 90s.
Yeah,
early
late
90s.
80s, early
Yeah.
90s. Yeah,
What she's like 60 probably now.
at least somewhere.
Yeah,
around
okay.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
Same age
Yeah,
as you.
dude.
Are you
Yeah,
happy,
you
Brian?
guys- oh yeah, this
Nice.
is incredible. This looks so good. They got the bracelets and the jewels and everything. Yeah, let me get some close-ups.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Get it nice and
Brian,
tight,
you
man.
want
You know what angles we want.
Oh, I know.
All right, that
Right
stop,
there, right?
stop. There
Yep.
we go. There we
That's
go.
a nice
Right there.
jewel. What color is that,
All
red?
right, put the camera down.
Oh, that is
Put
cool.
the-
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I get a little side
That's
too.
nice.
My
There you go.
God, Brian, this thing is boobalicious.
Dude, that knife handle's cool.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
Oh, the
It
paint
looks like
looks
her-
great.
Yeah, look at the paint.
Yeah, this looks really good, man.
That's really
Is
good.
it focusing well?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
good.
Will
Yeah,
your
look
wife
at the
make you?
ring.
Will your wife make you sleep on that couch right there after getting this purchase, or is that?
Dude, I actually sleep on this couch.
I know
every
you
once in a
do,
while.
but willingly. I'm saying, will she make you force you to sleep on this
Nah.
couch tonight?
Nah, she loves Elvira, man. She was excited about this one too.
That's what she says, Brian. Until
Yeah.
Well, she has her
Ah,
autobiography, but yeah,
Brian,
check out the details in this.
That's
Looks
cool.
like there's still a piece of foam on her back.
Yeah, there is. I was kind of struggling to get that. I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm going to
Yeah,
give
yeah.
that a little more attention so I don't break anything.
Yeah.
I mean, there was foam everywhere. They had foam in between her fingers here,
Mhm.
so she was very well packed.
So pre-order to in hand. How long did it take, Brian? Just curious.
I'd have to look at my pre-order date.
Mm.
It's been over a year, if I'm not mistaken.
Flabbergasted. I'm just drooling a little bit. Calm down.
Okay.
I like the
I
way
like,
they did.
I like goth mommies. My bad. You know?
I like the way they did the edges on her sleeves and on the bottom of her dress. That looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And like last week, the other week, Matt, I got to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Don't worry. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Cold shower for Marcos.
Man, that portrait's really good.
Yeah, the portrait
It
came
looks
out.
really good, actually.
Yeah.
Brian, do you wish it was mixed media, silicone, and fluid hair? Are you fine with the the sculpted everything?
No,
Yeah.
man, I'm good with sculpted everything. I prefer sculpted.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, mixed media, I don't think you could really get this dress. Well, I mean, I guess you probably could, but you couldn't really get this dress quite right. I'm not sure about, you see those seam lines on her arm?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those could have been a little better there.
Mm-hmm. And it's one piece too, so like why do you even have that? Like the seam lines.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you put anything. It wasn't like you put anything there, so that's kind of confusing. Maybe it might be super accurate as well. I don't know.
Yeah,
What I'm
and
trying to
probably
see is,
it was probably pre-assembled at the factory at some point.
you know, she has actual eyelashes.
Yeah. Oh, eyelashes.
Yeah,
There you
you
go.
can see that, but
Yeah.
they actually stick out.
Wow.
My eyes are getting bad. I might need some glasses to really get in there, but yeah, I can see something. There's definitely some eyelashes going on. Don't mind the messy
Showing your
office.
age, Brian. Showing your age.
Yeah, man, it's happening. And it's coming for all of you.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
it's already here. It's already here. So
Yeah, dude. I'm glad
yes,
it's bad.
we're out readers. So
Yeah, man. So there you go. Quickest live unboxing ever.
2 pieces.
awesome statue. Congratulations, Brian.
Yeah,
Awesome.
man. She's awesome. She's awesome. Tweeterhead killed it with this one.
You did great.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to turn off this camera.
Okay. Thanks for sharing Brian with us.
Congrats,
it.
Brian. Beautiful piece.
Yeah, man. Thanks, guys.
Hey,
So,
Noah, we
Noah.
love you. We love you, Noah.
Let's see here. All right. So let me get things squared away.
Love you again, Noah.
Hey, here we go. All right. So great piece from Brian. Brian, thanks for sharing the Twitter head of Lyra. Pretty awesome. I got to bring this up too because my buddy Matt messaged me late last night and he said, let me bring this up here. Here's Matt with Del Auto at the over at the con. I think he's actually with my other Chris right now. Him and Dan and Chris all together. And but man, to meet Del Auto, he never comes to the States.
Nice.
And he got a goodies, looks like he's getting his cowl sign and some art prints. But he did message me, and I will have a live unboxing when he comes back from Matt's that I'll be showing here on stream. Let me just say, I won't say what it is quite yet, but Matt, man, thank you so very much for thinking about me and picking something up for me. I really appreciate that. And we will do a live unboxing because I had my mouth at the floor when he showed me. I was like, man, are you kidding me? I can't believe it. So congratulations, Matt. I know you're having a great time right now, and I know you're getting a bunch of cool stuff right now.
Same with like Alex Ross. Del Auto has this very unique style with his art.
He does.
And like
Yeah,
you know
he
what it is when you see it. You're like, oh shit, that's like a Del Auto piece for sure. It's very like gritty, I guess you could say, and like very like realistic. And it's a good look too on a lot of pieces. I love that Catwoman. I wanted to buy it like 9 times, that 1/3 statue.
I need to bring this up here because Freddie needs to address this with.
He's
Nope. There
this
go the rest.
this piece would not make him a figure collector. Right? He's
There
done
go
with
the
it.
rest. There go
He's
all
done
of
with it
Freddie's
all.
Hot Toys. That's it.
Me and Alan, it finally worked out. It took a couple years. It finally worked out. He's done with the dolls. He's done with the dolls.
Yeah, Well, the artist
He's
posted
not denying it. He's not denying it.
today. And of course, Alan threw it in the chat to enable Freddie. And now look at Freddie's face. It's reading between the lines. So today, this was posted. The PCS will be doing this pretty soon. And you can really see the detail of the city and the Stay Puft. But you know what? It's probably going to have a lot of feature. This is going to be over the top. Freddie, I got to start with you, man, because I know this is a piece you talked about, especially when Ant was on with us. What do you think?
When Stay Puft was marching across the city, Peter turned to Egon and asked Egon, "What do you think?" He was like, "I'm terrified beyond the capacity to form a thought." This dude was like, couldn't Stay Puft? All right, so first of all, I'm getting this.
Okay.
I always thought that the first giant piece that I would actually get would be a Godzilla.
Okay.
But a diorama, but yeah, it's gonna end up being Stay Puft. So, for those who don't know, which some should. First of all, I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan, huge, and this whole scene right here, this scene, you go back and rewatch it. This scene hits, man. When Gozer asked the Ghostbusters to choose the form of your destructor.
Right.
At that point, Gozer, the body, first of all, Gozer was gone, right? And so basically, Gozer itself, basically asked them to choose the form of the destructor. Basically, this right here, Stay Puft, this is actually Gozer. This is actually Gozer in the form of the destructor, which is Stay Puft. So for those of you who don't know, Stay Puft is actually Gozer. So when you see him coming down, that's actually Gozer in the form of the destructor to basically defeat the Ghostbusters. And we all know what happens in that scene. I think this is cool. What I would have liked or wish that they would still do, because I think that this is still a work in progress.
Yeah.
If they could give us an alternate head with the surprise look or the angry look, that would be incredible. They don't have to, but that would be incredible. I totally want this. And if you think about it too, when Peter had asked all the Ghostbusters to clear their thoughts, and they cleared their thoughts except for Ray, and it was like, "Ray, what did you do?" He said he basically tried to think of something that wouldn't cause them any harm, something that couldn't possibly destroy us. In a sense, Ray actually did the good thing, because could have been something else far worse, and it just
But a giant scorpion.
yeah. So, and in fairness, it worked out. You know what I'm saying? But how cool is that, man? For those, if you haven't watched it in a long time, man, go back and rewatch this scene. It is incredible. The stomps I'm like looking at it now and I'm feeling it. When you watch the movie and you can hear the stomps, doom, dude, before you even see him, it was incredible. Like I think it was the scene was probably like 6-10 minutes, and I think the whole thing was incredible, man. I really love this, and I love that he chose to do a diorama, like a giant kaiju, like Godzilla and the buildings and stuff like that. I think they're thinking outside the box. I don't think any company probably would have thought to do this. Again, PCS for thinking out the box. First my PCS sewer turtles, and now this. Come on, man. Y'all just want me to spend my money. I think this is amazing, man. The buildings, I'm gonna assume all the buildings are gonna light up. The lights is gonna light up. I think this is so cool, man. Yeah, I can't say enough how cool this is. This is really cool, and I just can't wait to see the actual prototype to go beyond this. I really want to see it.
So Freddie, you know what? They probably haven't shown yet.
I'm in
They'll
awe,
probably
man.
have another portrait, and they'll probably have where the Ghostbusters are here shooting down at him.
Oh my gosh, please! If they could have the Ghostbusters, because I know that it'll probably be like 110 scale, right? It'll be something small.
120 or
Regardless.
some shit.
Yeah, 180,
Freddie,
120, 118.
They said it would be 30 inches tall.
There, yeah, I have space. I have space right behind me in my magic case, right at the bottom. I got space. So bring it on, man. I got space. I totally want this. I just, oh man, this
I
is
love it.
incredible. This
I
is
love it.
incredible. Like,
Freddie,
oh my
did you
gosh.
did you pre-order the Gozer and the Terror Dogs?
No, but it's because prioritizing. I'm definitely gonna get it. It's just it's not high on my list to get. And to be honest, when this goes up, I'm probably gonna order this before I even order the actual Gozer and the dogs. 'Cause I love this so much. I really, dude, this is incredible, man. The cars on the street. Oh man, this is nice. Like, I can't. And 30 inches, man. That's not. That's actually pretty good size.
Mhm.
I mean, so I mean, I'll just address it. I mean, it's just everyone speak freely about this piece because I think everybody can relate to it in some way. You know, you may not even be a Ghostbuster collector, but you could be a movie collector that could be, going into your collection. But man, leave it to Ant Adams to come up with a great concept art for this character and then pull it off in this manner. I know when they get this done, it's just going to be amazing. It's
Can I
just gonna
say can I say one more thing? I'm sorry because like again, I'm a huge fan of Ghostbusters, man.
be,
I have the let me just say I have the Ecto, the HasLab. I have all of that. The Ghostbuster packs, um, the traps and everything like that. I bought into their stuff. So I have that. I have the vehicles. I have the figures. I got a whole bunch of other cool stuff. I would have to say, for that movie, for when it came out, for their use of practical effects,
Mhm.
they did an awesome job. Because I know everything now is, CGI and budgeting and everything like that. But for what the Ghostbusters were able to accomplish, what's up, Keys? What they were able to accomplish within the movie with their VFX and their practical effects, even the ghosts that they use in the taxis and all that stuff, a lot of the stuff was practical stuff. Even this scene, it was all practical. Most of it was practical and stuff like that. They did such a great job where it still holds up even now.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. And another thing, as much as I love trailers, which I feel like, Marvel and DC now, right? They pack so much stuff in these trailers. And I know people complain. I'm one of those too, right? Where sometimes I see the first trailer, the teaser, I don't want to see anything else. Because they put the whole story of the whole entire movie in it, piece by piece by piece, to the point where I'm just like, I could tell you almost everything that happens in that movie. The Captain America, right? That's about to come out now. Do you think we could have gone without knowing that the Red Hulk would have been in that movie until when we saw it at some point in the movie and be shocked and surprised? There's no more shock anymore with a lot of these movies. Even with the villains, they always try to sneak the villains in there. It's like, oh, even Galactus, Fantastic Four.
Yeah, just show it, right?
How cool would it have been for them to not have said anything about Galactus, and you've watched Fantastic Four, and then in the middle of the movie or in that end or whatever it is, you see Galactus pop up. Everybody would have lost their minds, right? For this, I know it's just a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but do you know that in all of the trailers and everything like that, there was no mention of Stay Puft at all. No one saw Stay Puft.
Was Gozer in the trailer though?
I think Gozer was in one of the trailers.
So they have the villain in there at least. So
yeah, but the Stay Puft, basically the big bad, right? The Stay Puft. All I'm saying is that there are some things in movies that you want to be shocked and surprised about, and I think a lot of these movies nowadays, they don't do that good of a job shocking and surprised. It's coming, you going in, and it's just like, I already know. Either something has been leaked.
Yeah, it's a lack of confidence. That's why.
Or they put in a trailer.
They want to be people in the seats. That's why they want to do that stuff, and I get it, but it ruins the movie experience.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness, right? The other one.
Horrible, my God.
No, first of all, could you imagine that if they didn't leak and show us the fact that it was going to be Fantastic Four in there and the the alternate Avengers and all this other stuff? Can you imagine when we watched it and we didn't know about it and we just seen it, how crazy it would have been? So I just say all that to say I love Ghostbusters, man. I love this movie, and I think this piece hit home, man. I think that the brothers did a good job with this. PCS, thank you.
K-Bros.
K-Bros, thank you. making our dreams come true, man.
Yeah, what a great piece. I mean, I think that this is one that will do very well for PCS. You got to have the room, but I do love the size and how it's not going to be overpowering, to where it's like, man, it's great, but where the heck am I going to display it? How can I display it? I are using hydraulic forklifts to move our stuff around, and this is 30 inches tall. So,
so Freddie, you mentioned what Ray Stantz said during the scene, and I pulled it up because it is one of my favorite parts in the movie, and I wanted to get it right. It says, I tried to think of the most harmless thing, something I love from my childhood, something that could never, ever possibly destroy us. Mr. Stay Puft.
I love that, man. I love it. And and you can see the genuine look on his face. He was like, we used to roast marshmallows, Stay Puft marshmallows in Camp Kawanda or whatever that place was. And he's just and then Peter's like, I think he's lost it, right?
I think Ray has gone bye-bye.
Yeah, I think Ray has gone bye-bye. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, man, find that scene somewhere, it's like 10 minutes, just rewatch it again, man. It brings chills every time. Dude,
so many good quotes from that movie, but that scene when they're on top of the building is just so great, man. The banter back and forth.
I'm just so sorry, dude. I know I'm young, but I watch this multiple times. I don't understand it at all. What the hype is around it. You guys are older than me. Explain it to me like a dummy. Please.
What don't you understand?
I don't understand
their job in general?
I don't understand why it's so popular. I just do not. It did nothing for me.
Here we go.
You mean other than the fact that
that's what I wanted, Jimmy. Please, I need to be explained like a the Ghostbusters for dummies for Marcus. I've watched this twice. I tried to get into it.
Here we go.
For things in your closet,
the fun out of everything.
things that go bump in the night, all those things you're scared of, you don't know who to call. Who do you call to take care of these ghosts, Marco? Say it with me.
Ichigo.
Who do you call? You call the Ghostbusters. That's who you call.
No,
man. That's all I gotta say for that. That's all I'm gonna have to say for that. What? Come on, man. What does it not understand? Ghostbusters.
Dude, Margot's he didn't get Raiders either, man.
Yes,
I didn't get it.
Sometimes let's just leave some of these alone.
The Mummy is way better than Indiana Jones. I'm sorry, it's true.
Get out of here with that.
The Mummy's better than who?
So much better.
The Mummy's better than who?
The Mummy with Brendan
Better than who?
Indiana Jones.
Better than who? What?
Indiana Jones. I said it 3 times now. Indiana Jones 4 times.
I'm not gonna.
I'm just saying.
We're talking about Ghostbusters right now.
This is something
we
can't
engage on. I'm not even trying to start something. What is the appeal of Ghostbusters? I really want to know, honestly.
The appeal of Ghostbusters? You're looking at part of it right now.
Huh?
I just explained it.
One of the greatest movies.
And is it funny? I didn't laugh one time.
Dude, as a kid, you didn't laugh one time, man. As a kid, man, you know how much I wanted to actually own a backpack, man, and just start busting ghosts.
Dude, I used to run around pretending like I was Peter Van.
I have it now.
I have it now. Or anything, but I watched Back to the Future multiple times. I like those movies. They're fun. I get why they're
amazing.
They're popular.
Okay.
Exactly. I don't understand why Ghostbusters is popular. Besides, there's pretty famous actors in it.
So, Marcos, you did watch the first one, right? Not part 2.
Which one? Are you talking about Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Yes, I watched the first one. It's been a while, but yes, I did watch it.
Marcos, I'm not a huge Ghostbusters fan. I do like it, but I haven't seen it a bunch of times. But there's just some franchises that just have iconic characters, iconic scenes, iconic lines, and this one just kind of from kind of an outside perspective. That's how I look at it.
That's all I was asking.
I mean, you see, it's hard. It's difficult for me to disassociate from the fact that I grew up watching these movies.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Murray, you got to understand, this was an all-star cast. I mean, you had Dan Aykroyd, you had Bill Murray, Rick Moranis. It was just you didn't even like Rick Moranis' portrayal of.
I love. Hold up. I love
Lewis.
Rick. Alan knows too. I love Rick Moranis. Spaceball is my jam, 100%. Like that. I get Space Jam. I'm not Space Jam. Spaceballs. I don't get this.
So
I don't know.
so
I
so
mean, it also had the New York. It had the New York feeling. It had all. It just had the. I mean, there's not a moment that I'm not hanging out with my friends where we don't quote this movie
Yeah.
in some aspect.
Maybe I have to watch it again, but I watched it twice, and I still did not. It's not. Thank God, it's not as bad as that Melissa McCarthy one. Oh my gosh, that one's horrible. But oh my god, that was a rough one too.
So
At
so
least, go ahead, Freddie.
so I'm saying I mean I could give 1,000 examples in different ways. But so you gotta even think about in pop culture, man. Just like with all these superhero movies and comic movies, right? From the suits, right? The different level of the suits, the backpacks, the busting of ghosts, shooting them, the trapping of the ghosts, the lore of Ghostbusters. You know what I'm saying? What they do, how they do it, the containment unit, where did the ghosts go after you trap them and you bust them? Just and the fact that they live in a world that, which it is kind of like now, it's just like the world does not believe in ghosts. They don't believe in the. It's like, yeah, you talk about ghosts and all that stuff, but this world, you watch it, this world doesn't believe in ghosts. Even in the beginning, right? So just three normal guys, scientists. Remember,
four.
Well, no, three scientists.
I know he comes in later.
Three scientists, right? These guys basically come together and have these ideas, and it's just like, you know what? Scientists or whatever. This is the field that we're gonna go in. The spiritual realm, the supernatural realm, or whatever, and create a job out of it. As far as like, hey, we bust ghosts. And first of all, the tools that they use, like I said, just again, this is stuff like even as a kid, it's just like, man, I would love to have this nuclear backpack on me that can, and it's even said in the movie that could, it's a nuclear weapon on your back. You use it to bust ghosts. The fact that these guys come together and taking care of ghosts, and even their first encounter that was in the hotel, it was the fact that it was just like no one believed, even with all the commercials, all this stuff, no one believed. It even took the fact that all these ghosts at some point, even when they went to the mayor, all this stuff was happening, the containment unit busted out and everything like that. People still didn't believe. You got the Titanic coming back. You got ghosts raising from the dead. Everything like, what's going on? Ghosts. They still didn't believe. And at some point,
living together.
Yeah, with all the stuff going on, people still didn't believe. And it wasn't until. So it's a whole bunch of stuff, man. Commercially, it resonated with kids, with the adult. It was a fun movie. Remember, some of these guys were from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
which I don't know if you know, right?
Freddie,
Alumni, right?
But
So you
Freddie,
add comedy, action, suspense, horror.
But everything you're talking about though could be done today, right? I mean, it's just this. The thing is, Marcos, nothing like that had ever been done before. This was the first time we had ever seen something like this. So, and it was quirky, it was funny, but there was also a seriousness to it. Also, you had Sigourney Weaver, and it was also practical effects too. Like everything you get today is all CGI, and it's all about the action and everything. It's not about the character building, but this really built the characters, so you knew them individually as who they were. And of course, then you had the aspect of the city that was against them.
New York City, popular city. Yeah.
But I would just say this. Maybe I went into it thinking it was a comedy straight up, and it was for me. I just didn't laugh at all, really. At all.
It had comedy elements, but it wasn't 100% a comedy.
Yeah. So maybe
what I'm saying?
Thinking it wrong. That's what maybe it was my fault, because I really thought it was a comedy, because obviously Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, like Rick Moranis. Those
add comedy elements, but it wasn't
even those
a comedy.
Didn't hit me. And the thing is,
it wasn't like Spaceballs. It wasn't a comedy first, and then everything else follows. You know what I mean?
Spaceballs was straight up comedy for sure. But Rick and other people but for me, it's just like maybe I just went into it thinking something else. Maybe maybe that was my fault. Like I thought,
and I even missed it too. Fatal even just said the Ecto-1. So you had the Ecto-1, the car. First of all, the car itself is a character.
I love the
car is a character in itself throughout all the movies. It's kind of like Batman, right? Batman, each movie, it has that vehicle.
It's got worse and worse.
Right, Back to the Future, same thing. So this movie as well, for all of them, they all had that character, which was the car, and that car is so popular. I even have the Afterlife one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I love it. Dude,
so that movie hit all the notes. Any note you can think of, whether it's car, practical effects, props, characters, jokes, super, like it hit everything. So that's why that franchise is so popular.
I think
Right?
there is just a generational aspect of this too, though, because Marcos, he grew up seeing so much over the top action, and
No,
your
but
comedies were very, there's not, I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff that I grew up with
yeah.
that maybe my dad watched that didn't quite, hit the same mark with me.
But the thing is,
you
I
know?
love old movies too. Like Seven Samurai, I can watch it almost every day, every week of the month. I love Spaceballs. Like I love older movies. Rocky's one of my favorite franchises of all
Yeah.
time. Like
Maybe
this
you
movie,
maybe you went into it, like you said, with
that's
the
what I said.
wrong
I think I just
intention.
maybe went through it thinking it was a comedy first, and it just didn't make me laugh.
Even
Maybe
the
after-
marketing, Marcos, even the marketing with the song. First of all, it had its own jingle, its own songs. You call
Like a
the
Ray Park.
Ghostbusters,
The
and
song's
that's
that
gonna
was Ray Parker, right?
that in
Ray Parker
itself,
Jr.?
like, that's gonna stand the test of time. Like it had everything, every single element you could ever think of what a movie should have.
Yeah.
It had it, and that's what that magic is about. Even up until like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Up until now, it's still popular. It's gonna be popular. It's
Let's
so
move on.
true.
My bad.
It's true. No, you asked. It's
I wasn't
a good
coming at it
question.
as a.
Okay, so I did also want to bring up Sideshow's Riddler. It was announced this week, and finally this piece was shown. Here you go, the Riddler comic.
2,000 people watching right now. Goddamn.
Man, look at this piece. I think it. When you look at this statue, I think they did some adjustments, if I'm not mistaken, Alan, to his eyes. Is that right?
Yeah, the mask. They remember it had like skin in between the eyes and
That's
the
right.
white eyes. They made it all purple, which is fine.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's the biggest thing they
good.
did. It's
This looks good. This looks good. I wonder if I mean, Marcus, you collect 1/4 villains. Is this what you would think of?
So for me, it's 50-50 for me because I need a Riddler for sure. 1/4 Riddler.
Okay.
I hate the portrait. I'm sorry to say. I just do not like if there's because I love the penguin like scratched up, like dirty, like messed look, like dark look of penguin. I have that one. I love it. For Riddler, I don't think he needed that look. With the scratch, the marks and all that stuff. I think he needed more of a. For me, Riddler is a guy that never gets touched. He kind of gets punched maybe one time by Batman because, like, with him, he's a guy that beats Batman mentally. He doesn't beat Batman, And Batman, he punches him once in the comics and he's down for the count. Obviously, that's Riddler. So like he wouldn't really have like a messed up face with all these scars and all that stuff. For me, it just doesn't. That doesn't fit Riddler. But I like the base a lot. I do like the base. That's why I said it's 50-50 for me. I love the bombs and all that. So it's almost there for me. It's just the portrait. That's all it is for me. And I'm glad they fixed the mask, with the skin in between. That was I don't know why they thought that would be a good look with the white eyes. If it had regular eyes, okay, but the white eyes with the skin in between and then the mask made zero sense. But the portrait just. I'm glad they did the hat though, the hat and the classic look, but it's just the portrait. That's all it is for me. That's make me hesitant. If it was like a better portrait for me, I would have probably pre-ordered that tonight over the buggy piece. But because I need a 1/4 Riddler, this would have fit my collection perfectly. It's more for me now. It's more like one of those things like wait for a custom or like get this off. Maybe hopefully they sell it. Like the daily deals or something like that, or the. What do they call it? Seconds. I think Sideshow seconds when they have a broken box or something like that. So it's more like that for me in that range now, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. If you're getting this, great for you. For me, I just think they missed on the Riddler portrait. It looks more Jokerish, in this portrait, like all beat up and all that, rather than Riddler. But I'm glad they did the suit, the green suit, the hat, and the base looks pretty good. Like pretty what I would want in a Riddler. Base for 1/4. It's just the portrait. That's all it is for me. Not for me.
I mean, Alan, how do you think this would look next to the tactical throne piece from Prime 1? Because this takes up a small footprint, but I mean, what's your thoughts on this? They just announced it this week. A lot of collectors have been waiting for them to show this, and finally they have. What do you think about it?
I think it's a nice piece. I don't think it would look well next to Tactical Throne.
Okay, it would not look good. Okay,
that piece is a standalone piece.
Okay,
It's got so much presence, and 10-1, the scale is going to be different.
Yeah, I guess.
A Prime 1 tends to overscale just a little bit.
Sure.
But overall, I mean, for those collectors that Sideshow is their primary source, and Batman and the Rogues is something they collect. They've been waiting for a Riddler.
Sure.
And it's got a couple things that are maybe not 100%, but you're never going to be able to please every collector.
Right.
Some are going to like this, they're not going to like that. I mean, it's with any piece, but I guarantee that once this thing comes out, it's going to get in people's hands, and unless they screw it up at the factory with a app or something like that, if it comes out looking like they're showing it, I think it'll be popular, and I think that it'll sell well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Noah, do you like that it takes up a small footprint, or what do you think of that portrait on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I do like this piece. Yeah, I don't think it's perfect, but yeah, I agree with Marcos a little bit. The portrait I'm not really crazy about. He does look a little bit like ghoulish, kind of.
Mhm.
A little bit kind of like a zombie, and I don't mind the sitting pose either. That's not bad.
Hey, don't hate that at all.
Yeah. They probably could remove the scuffs from his knees. I don't really think that was necessary either. Like you mentioned with the scarring and everything. But I think the base is really good on this. That really makes this pop. And that definitely elevates it a bit. But I probably won't be picking this one up. I do like the Riddler. He's not really my favorite villain, but he's definitely iconic. But yeah, man, they did a good job with this. But it's a miss in a couple of ways. So
yeah, no, this is this isn't the first time I've heard the portrait needs some work. A lot of times when Prime One hears that, Prime One Sideshow, one time that I hear that, they'll also announce another portrait. I've seen them do that before.
But Jimmy, you gotta understand, they did have issues with the portrait because of the mask. Remember, that's why it took so long, I think, to get it on pre-order, because they showed this. July? Remember, they showed this in July. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's been a while, and I remember people really had issues with the eye mask, and it took a while to get obviously the pre-order now, and so people definitely had some issues with the portrait. Not maybe what I think, but obviously with the eye mask. So I don't think they change it anymore. That's for sure. I think this is what you get now.
What's weird, Brian, is they didn't do any teasers before. I guess they did a while back.
Yeah.
But I didn't see any teasers this week about pre-ordering now, getting people hyped, get people excited, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's up for order in one day. Do you like it's Sideshow? I don't know if you like this piece or not.
I do like it. I mean, I don't know that they needed to do any more teasing because this one's been talked about for so long. And it just took forever to finally get the pre-order going.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
Yeah, I do like it a lot. I think there's a lot of really great elements in it. Can we get a closer look at the face again? Because I don't mind it. I like it, to be honest. I know there's a lot of people that are a little upset about it.
Well, it's like that line they're going with right now. They're doing a darker, Batman villain line. I get what they're
where they're a little bit more rugged, a little more beat up. Sure.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just not Riddler. Riddler is a prim and proper. He wants to be a prim and proper villain in my mind. He's like a fraud.
Yeah, but unless you're going with the Arkham game kind of look and feel.
That was hold up. But the Arkham game was a horrible look on him. That was awful. I don't know what they're. I love the Arkham games. That was not Riddler. That was almost as bad as the Jim Carrey Riddler.
Can't do it too much, but as best I can get.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, I think it's good, man. Look, people have been waiting for a quarter scale Riddler, and here they get one. I mean, I think he looks good. It's a good. I think it's a great representation of the character. I mean, I know JWR. I know he definitely got this, and I know there's a lot of people that are in the Batman collecting world that have just been looking forward, and they're all really hyped about it. So
yeah.
I mean, if my whole thing with the villains with Batman, I really like more of the Joker, Man Bat, those kind of villains. So I probably won't get it, but I'm happy that everybody finally got the Riddler.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for a lot of collectors that really wanted a Riddler, and you know what? Here's what's going to happen, in the future is that Prime One's going to do one. You never know what LBS will come up with, or Queen Studio. We don't know. A lot of people have been asking for this, so Now they've got a quarter scale. I'm looking forward to seeing what Prime One does because there is a teaser up for it already from Prime One, and they will be launching one. So I would want to see what they do.
And that line they're doing is amazing so far. Like, oh my gosh,
Yeah, it's been
like
great.
that thing is one of the best
Great.
lines they've done so far. So if you want to,
could you imagine? I mean, Batman collectors they have the option between a quarter scale Riddler and they're going to get a 1/3 Riddler. I mean,
Wow,
what they've been wanting.
Yeah, it looks great. Freddie, what do you think about this piece, man? It was announced this week. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yeah, no, I think it's great, man. I mean, if you have the Penguin, I think it pairs up nicely with it.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really good. And when I had I think the sculptor on this, Marcos, is the same one who did the Penguin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure yes, as well. Like I said, it's basically the same line what they're trying to do with these.
Yeah, yeah, and I think their line is incredible. I love what they're trying to do and accomplish. I get, because that's how we all are. The sculpts have to hit us, where we're at. Do we like that particular sculpt or the way that was done or not? I get it. Riddler, different iterations and all that stuff. I could understand why this wouldn't appeal to everybody, but I like what they're trying to do with the gritty feel, with the suit and everything like that. It doesn't bother me because I understand what they're trying to do, what they're trying to accomplish.
Sure.
It's not like, hey, they're specifically saying, hey, we're gonna make it this particular Riddler from this comic, and then I look and I'm like, no, that's not how it's supposed to be, right? No, I know they're trying to do, I know the line they're going for, and I like it. That gritty look and stuff like that. And I think whoever's getting this, man, I think it's a really good piece. And I love the bass as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that he's sitting down.
Bass is good, man. Yeah, I like the bass a lot. I just, the portrait. That's all it is for me.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's just not standing. Yeah. Not just standing.
Yeah, I like that he's sitting,
else.
and you can almost have something in the foreground. You can kind of have him in the back, kind of behind, kind of turn to the side, like he's sitting behind.
Or,
and,
I think have him in front of like other bigger characters is amazing look too. Like, there's a lot of things that are going for this piece. It's just, like I said, for me, it's just my opinion. Obviously, it's just the portrait. That's all it is. I think, but I know what they're doing with this whole line with these villains. It's like that darker, grittier look. I get what they're doing. It's just not. I think for this character, they shouldn't have done that. That's all I think.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you guys a question. Would you guys have preferred to have had a bunch of question marks all over the suit?
No. If it did and it looked good, awesome. But it's not like a priority for me.
Yeah. The classic green suit is good enough. Like we all know.
Exactly. Like I don't want that skin tight spandex suit like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No, I wasn't
suggesting
that.
But
Alan wants that.
No, I hate that look.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as those Zack Snyder.
No, regarding the question marks, if they had done it in such a way that it looked like it was embroidered on his suit in green or a shade of different green, I think it would look okay. It wouldn't be overpowering. I just don't want it to be overpowering.
Yeah.
Same. This 3D sculptor here printed this today, and he posted it.
Zorro.
Yeah. One Piece, Marcos. It's big.
That's crazy.
One to one.
Man, it's big.
This is probably his most iconic scene. I want to spoil what happens because it's an amazing scene.
You can spoil it because I'm never gonna watch it.
No, you will. You fucking will.
I'm not there yet, so don't.
No, I'm joking.
It's one of his most iconic scenes, though. But he's on the main crew. He's the second strongest, basically, on the main crew. Okay. He's the right hand man. Like in Pirate Crews, they have like the main guy and the right hand man. He's that. He's the right hand man. One of the best characters in the show for sure.
Super cool.
Yeah, it's so cool, man. I love that someone actually is doing a 1-to-1 of this scene. So that's awesome.
That's cool. He's got some pretty amazing pieces.
I've seen some other stuff from him too. That guy that was next to him, and he has some really cool stuff. So
he does. Let me bring this up and let's see if we can name this artist.
It's cool with anime. Well, one of the things you could do 1-to-1s, man, and it doesn't have to be. It doesn't take that much work, right? It could be, cheap. I'm not say cheap material, but paint it doesn't take much. You just do a 1-to-1 because like I don't know what material that is, but it looks good. You know.
Unless you're last leap, because last leap will knock it out of the park.
Another thing about good thing about 1-to-1s, they're not, at least unlicensed, or they're not that expensive compared to like 1-to-1, like movie pieces from DC.
It's mostly like painted, all right? You just just get the sculpt, the body, just paint, and.
But you can get like a Goku 1-to-1 statue, a full 1-to-1, like 4K, which is like unheard of in DC and Marvel. So it's pretty good price.
I'm trying to think what character I would want for anime that's 1-to-1.
Ninja Scroll.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can name this artist. Posted this. All you can tell is right there, Solid Rock. But man.
Oh, Alice Ross, Iron Man, and fucking War Machine.
Why do I love it so much, man?
That's awesome.
And then repairing War Machine.
That's awesome.
Man, I love it. I love it.
That's awesome, dude.
Anything Iron Man, I love, I guess. But man, that was.
If that went up for canvas, would you get it?
No, but I probably would if it was canvas. I probably would. I probably would. There's no doubt about that. So this was announced this week, and I know Alan bought 2 of them. So Alan, I don't know where they're going or where you're putting them at, but
2 of them.
Yeah, he bought 2. One for the bathroom, one for his collection there.
Army building.
Yeah. This went up for order this week, and
Oh my gosh.
when I first saw like the logo and everything, I was like, "Oh my god, it's going to be amazing!" And
Who is this?
okay, so
He's part of Dutch's crew and the Predator. No.
yeah. So I saw it and I got excited, and then I tried to zoom into the portrait, which they don't show very many pictures of the portrait. But the photos I do see, it does not look like the character. It just doesn't. I'm so sorry, but
that's not Michael Biehn. Come on.
I don't know who this is supposed to be.
Yeah, and I think they did an okay job with the actual weapons and like his backpack with a shotgun on it. But the base needs work. The portrait needs work. But can I appreciate that someone did this? Yes. I think it needs an overhaul. But I was so glad to see that someone did the character. Alan, I know you're getting 3 of these. Where are they going, man?
No, I don't like this at all. I don't like the pose. I don't like anything about this. That's just me personally.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
I don't like.
Yeah, it's
I would never put this with Ripley.
okay.
Dang. Tell us how
Damn,
you feel,
Alan.
No, I'm telling you the truth. I would not spend a nickel on this one.
I wouldn't
Well,
either.
if you look at so let's take a look at this. If you look at the pose here, right, and do you see how the butt of the rifle is not like against his arm, or it's not really that long. I mean, I'm not sure that's the way it's supposed to be, but it looks odd the way he's holding it. And I know what they're trying to do here. There was a scene in the movie where he was posed like this. It's just his arm holding the gun is off, so it doesn't look like it.
Who's the manufacturer on this?
Let's check a look. Who is this?
This is not Prime
This is Hollywood Collectibles
Hollywood
Group.
Collectibles Group.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
I mean, they do make a lot of Alien stuff.
I don't know,
they make some of those like those ship dioramas and some of the 1-to-1 replicas and stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
oh my God, his left arm just kind of hanging there. His face looks like, where am I? I don't get it.
Well, listen, I think it could have been done better. I do, and I think Ryan said it best. Alan's saying what we're all thinking. And I look, no disrespect to this company. I just think it needs some work, and it's just not for me. It just isn't. It's not for me. I am collecting Alien pieces, and you know what I would love to see, Alan, if Prime One did this, if J&D did this.
If Prime One Blitzway did this, it would be a whole different deal.
Yeah, it would be an instant buy. It would be an instant buy for me.
Jimmy, I think your picture. I think where maybe they took inspiration from in the movie or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks different though. A different facial,
It probably is.
But it looks almost exactly the same though.
This company, they did an Edward Scissorhands years ago, which the base and the body looked incredible, but yeah, they just did not hit the face. So
Marcos, yeah, you
It's like
nailed it.
bummer.
similar, right? It's pretty similar.
Marcos, you nailed it. That's the
Yeah.
one. But you can see clearly here that they missed the mark, right? I think this is the one they were going for here. And man, look, I just think
if they gave us that, okay, that's a whole different deal.
right. And I think this is a pose they're going for, and I think they just missed it. So, you know what? Hope they do a better job if they look at it closer.
I don't think the portrait's like way off. It's like 80% at best, but it's just I don't know. For me, it's just an uninspired statue. I think it's one of those pieces they had to keep the license, so they put something out.
Sure.
It felt like something like that.
There are some angles where the face doesn't look quite as bad as this face as this like
that's what I'm saying. It's like 80
head on one, but he's also so clean. They weren't clean in this movie. they were gritty. They were like in the trenches. I mean, he should be a little beat up, and especially if you got dead aliens or face huggers at his feet.
At best, it's a decent piece. What was the price though? Actually,
it's 800. It's 800.
That's too high for this.
800. If it was 600, maybe that's not a bad deal. If you wanted to complete
600 shipped. 600
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 600 at most, 700 shipped, and like you complete a line 1/4. Maybe, but that's about it.
I've seen several people repaint a lot of their 1-to-1 alien stuff, like their chest burster and some other ones, because their factory paint tends to stuff a little bit. Yeah, it's not very good.
Well, there's some people. I mean, the aliens from Prime 1 have always been on point to me. And I'm looking forward to what they do with these newer pieces to see how they look.
Well, hopefully this is the entry into getting more of these guys.
They're
done.
not. I feel so bad for you guys. I just do not think Prime 1's going to do humans and those predators and aliens. I feel bad, but I just don't think it's going to happen. If it hasn't happened yet,
Dutch comes first before all of them. Somebody, please.
Marcus, you're right. You're right. Prime 1's not going to do it. Blitzway is.
Go ahead, Blitzway. But that's 1/4 versus 1/3, and you guys are all getting 1/3.
When we get a Dutch, we can talk about corporate Hicks.
No, man. If they're trying to match Ripley, it'll be quarter.
That's fine.
Let's get Hicks. Let's get Hudson. Let's get Vasquez.
That's fine. Yeah. I was talking more about the 1/3 predator line. Like I just do not see that happening. Even Dutch.
You know what, Alan? If they did all of them in 1/4, I would be kicking myself. I didn't get Ripley. I would be just kicking myself. But we'll see. We'll see. I did want to also bring this up. We talked about this last Sunday. But Alan had a point that I wanted to bring up this evening and kind of look at things. You tell me, Alan, what are we seeing here?
Well, this is not the. Okay, do you have other pictures?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Just run through some of those portraits.
Yeah, let me go through this. Make sure I don't.
Come on, Alan, give us good news.
No.
Come on, it ain't that bad.
His nose is crooked.
No, man.
His nose is actually crooked, though. Alan.
His nose is bent as you're looking at it.
This is gonna be Alan versus Freddie now.
No, he does have an Owen Wilson nose. He does.
Whoa. Okay, on the left-hand picture, you tell me that nose isn't going off to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not how he looks.
I'm telling you, Alan, he has a naturally crooked nose.
Not like that, Marcos.
I can pull up a picture right now, and
he has
the Owen Wilson nose. I'm telling you.
I saw a photo today online of Henry Cavill's actual portrait next to this, and you can see the nose is bent here.
Yeah, I got a picture of the portrait right here, man. Yeah, it's not like this.
I got you guys right here. Like, oh my gosh, I guys, believe in me. I'm always right.
No, only when you, only in your own mind, Marcos.
And it's the right mind to have.
I don't know, man. This picture does not look crooked to me. The one I'm looking at,
the one I just sent you guys, that is crooked as Owen Wilson's nose, which is not a bad thing. He has crooked nose. He probably was in boxing and got his shit bopped one time to the left. That's all happened.
And Alan, do you think that in the? I mean, I do see what you mean. I have to look really hard, though. I mean, I guess I can't really.
The right hand photo, his nose looks straight. The left-hand photo, it's bent. I can't get my eyes off every time I see
Freddie,
it. It's like,
Jimmy, can you please bring up the photo I just sent in the group message, please? Like,
I will say,
it's
I'm
bent to the
looking. I'm looking at some pictures too, and yeah, I do see that just slight.
Yeah, it's a slight
There is a
bit. Like,
slight, yeah.
I'm not trying to hate on you guys. It is a slight. I'm always right, guys.
It's
I'm
slight
always
though.
right.
They may have accentuated it just a little bit too much.
Alex,
but
oh,
it's
God.
there.
I love Alex super smart. But Jimmy, bring up.
I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it. Calm down. I'm bringing it
Just
right
saying.
now. There it is.
It's bent to the left.
no,
That's not Photoshop. I didn't Photoshop it.
no,
I'm just
it's
saying
not
that's what
bent
it
to
is.
the left.
That is bent to the left. That is not
No.
straight. People in the chat, if you agree with me, I know you guys don't like me. Thank you, Stanley. I'm a Snyderverse expert, hating him, but still.
Stanley.
And then Brian's picture, like that's still bent to the left too.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, it's not horrific or anything, but it is bent to the left. Like I said, he has kind of like that Owen Wilson type nose. It's a very distinct nose.
I don't know.
Well-
I don't know. Owen Wilson's nose is a little bit more distinct.
That one's a little rougher for sure. There's no doubt about that one. But
See, Alan, what
That's
we're
a
trying to do is
defining
convince
feature.
you, but we're trying to convince you to buy this. So.
yeah, we're trying to spend your money. That's all we're trying to do.
I was gonna do. I already bought it. What? I already bought it.
No, I didn't. I've been holding off.
Okay.
Don't hold off
I
now.
do-
it's bent to the
I
left.
do-
will say
do-
the
Jeez.
angry
I do
portrait
like-
looks great.
I do like the piece, and if I bought it, I would display it with the angry portrait with the light up eyes, and Batman's severed head in his hand.
So, would you do the black suit, Alan, or would you do the red and blue?
I'd like the red and blue, but if you notice, Noah, it's very darkened.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, it's not bright blue and bright red like it normally would be.
It's like
It
Snyder
darkened-
cut version, kind of.
Yeah, which I like.
Hmm.
Now, I actually, unlike Alan, I actually like that that portrait. I think the portrait looks good. Now, did they make the nose a little bit too far crooked? Yeah, I think they probably should fix it. But
Thank you.
overall,
Freddie.
But Freddie,
overall,
is it bent to the left? Can you at least agree with that, Freddie? It is bent to the left. Like we can all agree with that.
are you talking about him himself? Yeah,
His
yeah.
nose is
also-
bent to the left, that's what I'm saying.
no, see, I wouldn't say. I don't think his nose is bad. I say the bridge of his nose is not as even, but I don't think his whole nose is bent to the left. I think it's just the bridge of his nose is just slightly not
Yeah, it's not a
Even,
90
but,
degree
yeah,
angle,
it's-
guys. I'm not saying that, but it's definitely bent to the left. Like,
That's okay. A little controversy is good at
there we go.
12 o'clock.
Look,
That's
Alan,
okay,
we've talked
right.
about the bail bust like for like 5 weeks straight. So like,
I know,
we love
really.
we love controversy over
No,
here.
it's time to turn our attention to Henry's nose.
I tell you this much. I'm sure them ladies don't care. They probably don't even realize it.
I'm not going to put a post up because it'll start all kinds of problems.
Yeah, I
But
know.
like I said in our group chat, so maybe all these portraits right here are just completely off since they're not none of them bent to the left.
It's crazy how much of like variation there is in each one. They're all
Dude,
really
it's
good.
crazy.
Yeah.
No one could get him right. Like, it's so nuts.
Yeah.
It's so nuts.
Is that top center? Is that in art or
I don't
who's
know.
that? Or is that Hot Toys? I don't know. It looks like it could be Hot Toys.
The one the top, the top center middle one, that's in art.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
probably the best, I guess you could say.
It's a great sculpt, man. I
It's
have
the
it. I like it.
best, but it's not like
I like it.
great either. It's just the best.
I love the Infinity one, the one on the
Yeah.
bottom left. I
Yeah.
really like that one.
I think this is, I think a lot of companies have tried to capture his likeness
I
and
just
have
can't.
come up short,
Yeah.
you know, in a lot of areas. But the newest one from Prime One, I think that is the closest I've seen from anybody. I still think it looks. It's. I haven't seen anybody come as close as that.
I probably have to agree with you on that.
I know. Marcus is getting it. One on each side of his anime statue, getting two, the black and
yeah.
the red.
I told Alan after the
Yeah, there you go.
The J&D Guts purchase, I might just go all in on Snyderverse J&D
Yeah.
just to hate myself even more. We'll see, you know. But
Which one is the worst? Which one is the worst out of the pics you just saw?
the Weta one. It's not.
The
It
Weta?
wasn't on those pictures, but the Weta one is
Weta?
the worst. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh. Yeah, that one was.
You
that
like
was
the
bad.
black suit? Black Suit Superman?
No, it's horrific. Like make
The
black
one with
suits,
the angry face? His
make
nose
black
is big on that
only-
one. Like
My
very big.
thing is
Okay.
make
There's one we haven't talked about yet. Queen Studios
bust.
Black Suit Superman, 3rd scale.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. He's like had that.
Yeah.
He's that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was actually
Yeah.
looking at that one again
That's a
today
pretty
as
good
well.
one. That's a pretty good one.
I like it. I like it.
It does.
I like
It does look pretty good. Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. The Weta one kind of had like the similar pose, but it just the
Yeah, the what is
bad.
off.
It was so bad.
I almost ordered the Prime 1 Superman this week. I almost did.
Don't do it.
I
Don't.
would. I don't have one, and I wanted to put one because it like funds are
Get
freed up,
Reeves.
and this whole
Get
wall is
Reeves.
empty.
Get Reeves
Like,
over that.
I thought about that too, Marcos. I
That,
did.
no, that
great.
one, dude. I'm a JD hater, but that thing is fucking amazing from JD.
Yeah.
That's the top 5 piece they've ever done for sure. That one's great, man. That is a piece that they killed it on, and they made changes. They listened to the not the fans, but the consumers, and every change they made was so much better. So good on them on that, because that piece came out fucking fantastic, and especially the Clark Kent one, you know, with the suit and all that. Oh my god,
It's perfect.
Oh my
it's like
gosh.
it's perfect. They did such a perfect job with
If
that.
you're getting me to say that right now for JD, my gosh,
Yeah.
you did your thing. Like honestly, that thing is amazing.
Oh, you
Alan
bought a
did it.
J&D.
Oh,
And I also
stop.
have a
I didn't
picture
know-
of you
I-
smiling,
It was an
pointing at a
impulse buy.
J&D.
It was an impulse.
I have that.
Impulse buy. Stop. Come on.
So-
It was
Alan has not given me permission to release that photo, but I have that photo. With you
Okay.
smiling with a J&D. It's right here on my phone. When we went over his crib.
No, you
You
lied about
smiled
that. You
and
said-
everything.
You said Marco said this is the greatest piece of all time. I said it's a good piece. It looks as good as it did online. You know, that's all good.
Me and Alan
But
know what you said,
Blame
so I'll
Alan
leave
too
it at
for
that.
the guts piece as well. Blame Alan for the guts piece. He's like, I may have an opening for you, Marco. I was like, what do you mean, bro? And I was like, all right, I'll take it. Within 2 days, I'm like, I got it, Alan.
So I would not get a bust Superman, but I did want the 1/3 scale to go along with some DC movie pieces I was going to do on this side over here.
Yeah.
I almost bought the Prime 1 this week, but I didn't. It's
Are
because I'm still rebuilding that area. Or what I'm going
Do
to
you, do you like the black suit or the red and blue?
It would have to be the red and blue, the darkish red and blue one. That's the one I would
Yeah.
want.
The
Okay.
Nightmare? You talking about Nightmare?
That's
Yeah,
what I would get.
I think that would be the one to get, and put the angry portrait on it.
That's the one I would use.
Yeah.
But man, we had a live unboxing tonight. Brian, are you loving that Elvira?
Dude, it's awesome, man. And yeah, one thing I should say too. So I was getting a text while I was unboxing because we were looking at the crystals on here. These are real crystals.
Nice.
So apparently, Chad, his level of detail was that he wanted to make sure he got the exact crystals put on the statue. So from what I'm being told, they're actual real Swarovski crystals too.
Oh, nice.
So
Cool.
Well,
Yeah, they look great.
so just that level of detail now, and of course I'm looking at it too, and I'm like, man, I usually try to be a little careful with fingerprints, and now I got the cleaner because I was holding it with my bare hands. I'm like, ah, shit.
Yeah, Brian. I'm glad they didn't paint it. That was the first thing I noticed when you zoomed in that area. It was glistening, and I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, they didn't use paint. That's amazing. That actually used.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
it really caught my eye. Yeah, apparently Chad was very specific about getting that exactly right to how
I love that.
to represent her appropriately. So just wanted to make sure I called that out.
yeah,
I
and
did have a quick question
I love
for
the
you about
company,
the piece,
yeah.
Brian. I meant to ask you earlier. You got the sultry version, right? Is that what that one's called? Where did you order that from to get that one? I can't remember because I think on Tweeterhead's website all it shows is like the smiling portrait, which is okay, but I think the one you got's better.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't really like the smiling one either. This one I got off of Sideshow. To get the smiling version, you have to order directly from Tweeterhead.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
And I'll tell you too. You guys mentioned how much taller she is than Red Sonja.
Yeah.
I mean, she really is almost 3rd scale. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
looking at her in comparison to some of my other quarter scales, and yeah, she really kind of towers over them. I thought it was maybe just a haircut, but no,
And
she's
put her next
she's
to
big.
Candyman. See how like she scales next to Candyman. Like obviously,
I mean,
Austria. And, like, in general,
yeah. I mean, I'm looking. I mean, obviously she's wearing heels too, but
yeah, for sure.
Weird,
just
'cause isn't Tweeterhead kind of known for underscaling just a little bit sometimes?
No, I heard they overscale. From
Oh,
what
do
I-
they? Oh, okay.
I
Gotcha.
could be wrong on that. My bad if anybody in chat, but I heard they overscale on one of the
She
quarter scale.
definitely
Wasn't
looks a
wasn't
little
the
overscaled.
Two-Face? Wasn't the Two-Face that came out? Didn't some people say that was just a little bit small? I
It
can't
could have been
remember.
that one too, yeah.
Yeah, unless it was just
But,
that piece, of course. But yeah, okay.
Was
I
he,
could
was
be
he,
wrong.
was
No,
he,
I could be wrong.
was he a quarter scale or was he a 1/5?
He was quarter.
Yeah, they had a quarter. Yeah,
He was
Mhm.
quarter. Okay.
It was 1/6 on their website, 1/4 on Sideshow.
Yeah,
Man,
I gotta say though, man, I'm super happy with this one. She looks incredible. It's perfect. I mean, I've seen some sideshows sketches they've done, and I mean, this is the best one. This is the best one I've ever seen.
But
you were talking a couple times, Brian. I didn't even look at you. I was looking at her right there.
Man.
That's how good it looks.
I
I'm like,
don't
oh,
blame you, Freddie.
no,
I
for
do
real
not
though.
blame
It looks good right there, man.
So
Yeah.
Brian and Noah, I'm gonna need some videos this week for your new pieces.
yep.
Okay.
And also,
some
can we?
videos.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna get some extra pre-orders tonight from Noah and Brian? Is that on the order or what?
You know,
Brian,
I'm gonna start with Noah.
Yeah.
Let's start with Noah because he's been smiling this whole time.
I
So I don't
know
know
he
how
is.
well, I don't know what that means. So Noah, I mean, where are you at?
Man, I'm this close. I mean, I really want to have this whole setup. I just I think I may just think about it and maybe do it on Sunday. We'll see.
Okay.
I want to see basically decide what pieces I want to get rid of to kind of help fund this a little bit and then go from
Yeah.
there. So, but
Okay.
I have it pulled up to drop a deposit down, but I'm trying to decide if I want to do just a deposit or if I want to do a full pay and drop my points on it.
Yeah.
Because I still do need to order the Last of Us diorama too. That's the thing. And that's why I'm wondering, like, do I try and jump on that one first and then get the Resident Evil just slightly after? So I'm trying to figure that out. So, but
Well, Noah,
yeah.
text me. Let me know if you're going to end up doing it on Sunday, and I'll jump on at least for a PO.
Okay,
We'll
gotcha.
we'll do a duel if we're going to do that.
There we go. So,
Right on.
Awesome.
Alan, Jimmy, FBJ, we doing an IPO or what? What's going on? Or am I the only dumbass tonight? So,
Hey,
No,
I
I'm
take
not-
on 4
I'm not
statues.
doing like
You
no
want
live
from me?
video tonight.
Like I just bought 4 statues. So
I know.
but you know what? If I this weekend I'm going to think about Cavill because I have an idea. What I need to do is I need to Photoshop some of this stuff and put it
Mhm.
together, and then I'll kind of decide what I'm going to do. But I love that piece. I love that it's not the black Superman, but I love it's like the dark Superman, the Nightmare version. It's super cool. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that
Ready?
this week. I have.
Are you done with the shipping prices you got from PCSs?
No, my New York City sewer turtles.
Let's go.
It's coming.
Baby.
It's coming. It's coming in. So
Let's go.
yeah,
Pay the invoice, right?
invoice, man. It's
Let's
coming,
go,
man.
baby.
I
Cool.
confirmed everything with PCS, locked in. So
Awesome.
just waiting on that, and I got to figure out where on my floor it's gonna go.
right in front of Ecto. That's where it needs to go.
No, I don't
We
go
need to
hit
see-
somewhere over here. I just have to
We
figure out
gotta
what
see,
angle.
but Freddie, we gotta see it
Move
every
stuff around.
show. We gotta see it every show. That's what I'm saying.
Every show, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta put the camera down or something.
Yeah, but I'm excited for that one, man. I can't wait.
Yep. You've
gonna be a
been
great-
wanting that. Day one, you said I need this right now, and like day two, I pre-ordered it right
Yeah, I hit up PCS. I was like, look, man, I want this piece. What's going on, man? Give me some good news. And then Ann hooked everybody up, and I was like, nice. Thank you.
Well, I mean, I want to thank the 89 or 82 subscribers we had this week. Thank you so very much for joining us, and we promise to bring you the best content possible. I will have an update this weekend for the J&D Batman review. I will have that done and posted most likely on Sunday or early next week. Look for special guests coming very soon. As soon as I have the update, I will update everybody else as well. We have giveaways coming up. I think one will be even next week, which would be awesome. And look for special announcements coming in the next few months from Godlike Statues. I will see you in the chat and in the panel. Stay godlike. I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Yeah, peace, guys.
Bye, everyone.